Hello, my name is Emily Woods, and I'm Girl Scout in Troop 9581 of Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles. Today I'm making my Take Action project for the Senior Journey Girltopia. What my project is a mini documentary about the Equal Rights Amendment. In my documentary, I'll be discussing the history behind the ERA, the language of the ERA, what happened if the ERA will pass today, and the modern circumstances behind the ERA. Section 1. The History of the ERA. The Equal Rights Amendment was first proposed in 1923, 75 years after the initial Seneca Falls Convention in 1848. It was originally proposed as the Lucretta Moss Amendment by Alice Paul of the National Woman's Party. It stated, "Men and women shall have equal rights throughout the United States in every place subject to its jurisdiction." It was then introduced into Congress every year until it finally passed both houses in 1972 after being rephrased to its current state. This will be further discussed in Section 2. Between 1923 and 1972, there had been mounting support for the ERA, including its addition to both Democratic and Republican platforms in the 1940s, and the support of the labor movement and mainstream groups, which organized marches and other forms of protest in support of the Equal Rights Amendment. Though it passed Congress, it fell 3 states short of the 38 necessary for ratification before the 1979 deadline. Phyllis Schlafly played a huge role in preventing the ratification of the ERA as the leader of the Eagle Forum/Stop ERA group. After a 100,000 women march organized by the National Organization for Women, Congress extended the deadline to 1982. Unfortunately, it never received the 3 more states' approval that it needed and has been reintroduced in Congress every year since 1982. There will be more information on this in Section 4. Section 2. The Language of the ERA. The current phrasing of the ERA is a version rewritten by Alice Paul in 1943 and is known as the Alice Paul Amendment. According to the website www.equalrightsamendment.org, the phrasing of the Equal Rights Amendment is as follows. Section 1. Equality of rights under the law shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. Section 2. The Congress shall have the power to enforce, by appropriate legislation, the provisions of this article. Section 3. This amendment shall take effect 2 years after the date of ratification. Section 3. What might happen if the ERA were passed today? There have been many questions about what exactly the ERA's purpose today would be. Many balk at the idea that it is still necessary in 2017 and believe that it is a waste of time to even pass it as a symbolic gesture. Others believe that it would be a gateway to lawsuits and even more polarized political issues than the amendment itself. I posit that it's important and simple. To show girls in the United States that, according to our Constitution, they are equal to their peers in every capacity. It is important for children to learn in their history classes, have it declared in their history textbooks, that in the United States, everyone is equal. It may not have major day-to-day implications on the lives of those in the U.S., but it does have a more unique power. The power to change the attitudes of the people in the U.S. Section 4. The modern circumstances of the ERA. Since 1982, there have been 2 main methods in trying to get the Equal Rights Amendment ratified. The first, if you recall from Section 1, is to reintroduce the ERA into Congress annually until it passes again, essentially restarting the process. The other method is based on the passage of the Madison Amendment, which was ratified 203 years after it was originally passed by Congress. According to this legal strategy, the precedent set by the Madison Amendment means that the 35 states with approvals from the mid-1970s should be upheld as well. Therefore, Congress should be able to simply remove the previous time limit set upon the ERA and not need to restart the process. One of the most recent pieces of news about the Equal Rights Amendment comes from Nevada, where it was ratified in early 2017. Making it the 36th state to ratify the ERA. I attempted to get into contact with the United States Senators of Nevada, Catherine Cortez Masto and Dean Heller. Unfortunately, I have not received a response from Senator Heller, but I do have this quote to share from Senator Cortez Masto's office.
this small map that I have right here, it says Nevada, and this is again quote, Nevada today reminded us of bittersweet progress when it comes to gender equality, how far women have come and saw how far we have to go within the fight of equal rights. It is unfortunate that 45 years after Congress passed the ERA, the country has yet to officially prove constitutional equal rights to women. Yet I hope that Nevada's success today provides inspiration to women across the country to continue fighting for rights and equality.
I also attempted to contact my state senators, Dianne Feinstein and Kamala Harris. Here's what I was told by Senator Feinstein's office.
She is a supporter of the Equal Rights Amendment, and that she co-sponsored legislation to bring it back into a vote for 2017.
And by Senator Harris's office.
Senator Kamala Harris is, of course, in support of the Equal Rights Amendment.
If it was passed today, how would that affect the lives of women in the United States? 5. What changes would you make to the Constitution so that it better fits into modern society? Well, that's my video. I hope you found it to be both interesting and informative. Thanks for watching!